Hello, I'm Chef Don McMillan. Well, as you can see, we have some vegetables in front of us. Celery, carrots, onions, and some herbs. These are all going to be part of our stock, but I thought it'd be a great idea to show you how to use a knife and also how to create a wonderful diced vegetable for whatever dish you want to prepare. Okay, so let's go ahead and peel our carrot first. Have this wonderful little handheld device, just goes back and forth like that. Cut it down through here. And then we're going to just clean this up a little bit here. I don't use the peeling in my stock. I prefer not to, although it does have some use, but maybe we're working good in a compost pile. So now, with our knife, we'll just remove the ends of the carrots, and if you'll notice, the carrot rolls around a lot, so I'm going to straighten that out by just going ahead with the knife on top of the carrot like that, and just push down and slice. So now I have two halves, flat side down, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'll be able to cut my carrot without it wobbling around on the board. So now it goes in that manner, and what I'm going to do is go ahead and dice it. So using a knife, I like to point out it's better to hold a knife in this manner as opposed to this manner, which a lot of people do. When you hold it like this, you get very little leverage on your knife. It actually hurts your hand because it develops that carpal tunnel syndrome, which shoots up your arm. So the proper way to hold the knife is with your fingers there and holding that this way you have control. And also when you cut, you slice in this manner. So it's almost like a train going down the track, just in that manner, not this way. This would be dicing, this is slicing. And what I do is I'll slice the carrot in half. As you can see, using the French knife and using this motion, I'm able to reduce my work in half. Now you'll notice my fingers are curved. I do what is called the monster grip. So you put your fingers out and just put them down, and you see the way they come out naturally. That's the way you should hold your food, so that your knife will actually rotate on your knuckle. And as it's not leaving the board, I don't have to worry about slipping my fingers underneath as well. So now I have my diced carrots. I'm going ahead and dice some celery. Notice on the celery it has like a little rivulet in the back. That's the best way to cut the celery, right straight down through there. Now depending on the size of the dice, you could cut it again. There's another little rivulet there and another there. And remember that little motion I was telling you about. Instead of cutting the whole length of the celery, we cut the celery in half, and we cut our workload in half as well, just by using this motion. Again, the knife point does not leave the board, stays on there, and you're just feeding the celery or carrots or onions, whatever, through there. So there's the dice. So now we have diced carrots, diced celery, and the next thing we want to do is dice an onion. And to do that, we remove this part, which is the flower part, and then we go down to the bottom with the root and move part of the root, not all of it. Notice there's still more of the root intact. And then we'll take our knife and divide the onion in half. So it's divided in half like that. And then you'll notice the root is still there, and we'll just peel off the 1 or 2 layers of the outside of the onion that we probably wouldn't use anyway. And then once you do that, take the flat side of the onion on the cutting board, just like that, and we're going to have a little invisible line so that the knife point doesn't go beyond the root. So just slice down in this manner, and you'll notice again that the onion is being held together by the root. Quarter turn, slice down again. And look at that, you get a perfect dice. See, onion just dices itself. And when you get down to the root part, cut around that, and that can go in the stock pot. So let's do that again. With the onion, remove the outer 2 layers of the skin, and then we'll make vertical slices down. quarter turn, vertical slices again. So whenever you're making chicken stock, we always like to use 50% onions, 25% carrots, and 25% celery. That's always the ratio of using that. So that is how we get our vegetables ready for our stock.